Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another controversial view. Today we're going to be talking about the very divisive Mother. I'm going to try to be as vague as possible because this isn't a review. I'm not going to go into a lot of the synopsis or anything like that. Um, I'm going to get to the controversy and why it's so divisive and try to keep from spoiling or at least imposing my thoughts on you. Because while I think it's pretty clear what the director was trying to say in this film, I don't want to do a deep dive because this film makes me feel a certain way. Um, and I'll leave it at that. Do I like the film? Yes. I do think it's a masterpiece. Do I like the way it makes me feel? No, not at all. But it's made really, really well. Okay, this is Darren Aronofsky, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And of course, this is a movie that I have seen twice now. I watched it once with Joe. The controversy that surrounds this film is the references to biblical and I guess environmental things that the movie represents. Um, this is a very tight movie where the camera is always around Jennifer Lawrence, either in her face, on her side, or at her back. And it pretty much follows her through the entire film for the most part. And I kind of get a claustrophobic feeling from that. Um, that's just first off, that's the kind of feeling I get from this film. It's a tough one. But not only that, it's what the film represents. And like I said, there's a lot of biblical references. There are a lot of environmental references to this film. The acting is great. The set is amazing. I love the house. First of all, the house was built for the reason for this film specifically. And I think the house is absolutely gorgeous and also very intentional. Javier Bardem is a great actor. Jennifer Lawrence is a great actress. You do have another controversy in this film. Of course, coming off the Hunger Games, this was the first movie that she did nude scenes in. It's not much, but it is uh, her top comes off for the most part. and I think that disturbed a lot of people because of the Hunger Games and the fact that she represented that series, I guess. This was a big departure. But I've watched a lot of her films, and I can honestly say that she is a great actress. She really is. I like the movie Joy. I like the movie. I'm trying to think what it's called now. Hustle, American Hustle, I think it's called. Um, they're just fantastic films, and she is a great, great actress. And this is no different. Now, apparently, Jennifer Lawrence had to take a year off after making this film because it was so taxing for her. And the months that led up to the making of this film were spent with Darren Aronofsky and Javier Bardem, as well as some of the crew. But it was a very tight rehearsal, like almost like a 3 month rehearsal before the actual movie got started. So this was a big deal. She also turned down another movie, a part in another film. I can't remember the name of it right now. I had it in my brain, but it just left. But she turned down the another part in order to play in Mother. And she actually said that when she read the script, she was so disgusted that she threw it across the room. And that's kind of how the movie makes you feel. Like I said, I don't want to get into all of the biblical references, but let's just say there are quite a few. And it's tough to watch. And there's also environmental references, and they're also tough to watch. This is a fantastic movie. I recommend it. Um, but it is a tough watch. So, you kind of have to get in the right mindset. This is one that stayed with me a long time after I watched it. And I think I may have blocked some of it out because watching it again, it had that similar effect on me. Um, it's not a feel good film, just to let you know. And there are certain things in this film that give me a lot of anxiety. Um, but it's for you to judge whether you want to go into this film with that kind of stigma hanging over it or not. Um, but I do recommend it. I do recommend it. I think it's an important film. And like I said, I do feel like this film is a masterpiece. Don't forget to check out Joe's controversial view on Mother. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.